Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. So in this video I will explain on task 4, which is involving install tunneling software such as PageGuide and ngrok. Okay, so previously in our task 3 I've explained and demonstrate how and what is Flask. So I'm uh, just gonna remind you. So Flask is basically a web application framework. So it helps in development for a web application, and it also can host a website and web application, etc. locally. It is sort of like our local server, and it only can host our web application locally. Locally means we can only host our web application, and we can only access our web application through our device only. So that is what it means to host locally. Okay, so in task 4, tunneling. So basically tunneling, what it means is that it convert uh, our host method from just hosting our web application locally, and we take that and we convert and we change it into hosting our website over the internet. Why do we uh, host our web application to the internet? It is because if we host our web application to the internet, everyone with the link, or everyone with the URL can access our web application. So that is done for explaining part. So now I'm gonna show you how to set up and download ngrok. Okay, so firstly you go to ngrok website, you sign up first. Okay, once you've signed up, you go to setup and installation tab. Okay, so here you can just download for window. So in my case it is 64-bit. So once you download, you go to the location of your downloaded file. So the file format for this ngrok, once you've downloaded, it will be in zip file, so zip folder. So you need to unzip first, you need to extract this. Okay, once you extract this, so like me, I already extract. Once you extract, you can go to your setting, your laptop or device setting. You can go to system setting, and you go to advanced system setting. Then you go to environment variable here, click that, click on to path here, and just click edit. So here what you need to do is you need to copy the path of your ngrok, the one that we already extract. So you copy path, and then you paste here. So like me, I already paste, so this is it. Okay, once you paste your path for the ngrok file, click OK, and then OK, then OK. Okay, so once that is done, you can go to command prompt. You go to cmd. So to use this ngrok, firstly, before that, to make sure that we successfully download our ngrok, you just type in ngrok in your command prompt, then you right click, and so if the output looks similar to this, that means the ngrok is successfully downloaded. Okay, so to use ngrok, to use this tunneling feature, you can go, you need to authenticate first. So how? You go back to your NGRO website. Under the setup and installation tab, you can just copy here to authenticate our NGRO. What I mean is that it is sort of like a password. Okay, so you just paste. Okay, so once you successfully authenticate, it will show you this output here. Okay, and then before that, if you wanna do this tunneling, you first need to host your web application locally using Flask. I have shown that in the previous video. Okay, so here we already uh, host our web application locally. Okay, then here we just to convert that to convert the hosting for our web application from local to over the internet. You can just use this tunneling ngrok. Okay, so you just type in ngrok http 5000. Okay, so here if it is successful, run successful, the output will be sort of like this. And now it has forward the new URL or link to our web application. So this link is link for our newly hosted web application over the internet. So everyone with this link can access our web application. Here I'm going to show you. This is right. So here it is, our web application. And also I'm gonna show you sample for this tunneling. We can also use this as RESTful API endpoint. So here I'm gonna go into VS Code and into my tunnel client. So I'm gonna show you first post. So here, this part right here, this is for when we host our web application locally. So change that to ngrok URL. Also, okay, we'll try send. So here the server response 201 created, successfully created. You can go into our MongoDB or database. We load. Okay, so here is our newly created data. And also, so next is read. So read is get off. I'm gonna show you get off first. I'm gonna change this local URL to ngrok. So this means that now our client, which is web application, is hosted over the internet. So once once our client is hosted over the internet or locally, then it can request to the server. If our web application is not hosted, it cannot send HTTP request to the server. Okay, so now I'm going to show you get method. So here, send. So server response 200, which is successfully. We retrieve all the data inside the database. So this is read request read. So the method is get. Then next is get by ID. So here we also change this from locally hosted host URL to our new over the internet URL. So here is the get method, and I choose ID7. So this is the data of ID7 we retrieve. Next is update. So go to put, also change close localhost URL, which is done using Flask. Change it to the N0 version. Then we change state from 1 to 0 for data ID7. So we send successfully update ID7. Okay, we double check. So previously 1, so change to 0. Okay, then update, and lastly delete. Also change this URL, this localhost URL, into the over internet one. Here I wanna delete ID ID10. Send request. Okay, so here there's a message, successfully erased ID, successfully erased ID10. So go double check. So this is ID10. Reload. Okay, then it disappeared. It's deleted. Okay, so that is all, I think, for task 4. Assalamualaikum.